Hi guys, it's Janet here. I've got some little books that I wanted to share with you. I was inspired at Valentine's Day to do some little books like Tim Holtz did, and this is one that I did. It's I don't know if you guys saw his video, and I'll try to put a link to it down below, but he made little books out of one sheet of paper, and he used his Valentine's Day paper, but I did these using a piece of scrapbook paper that I wasn't particularly fond of, and painted it, and then did these little books. They're not exactly scrapbooks because I don't know that I would put any pictures in them, but I did use the Graphic 45 Once Upon a Springtime paper on this, and I like the little fairies. I like them better than the little bunnies, so I made this little book. And what I did was stamped it here with Dream, and then for the tape, I didn't have any Tim Holtz tape, so I used paper tape like that you do wounds with, and stamped it, colored it, and used that as my binding for this little book. And what I did was I used cutouts from that Graphic 45 paper. I stamped it, I painted, I don't know if I did any stencils on this, but and then stickled everything, put punches on it, put sequins on it, and basically that's what I did. And I also painted like the inside too, so and then I made little tags. Just on this one I made tags. On some of the other ones I didn't make tags, but on this one I did do tags, and I suppose I could put a picture on there if I decide to, but I just kind of liked making it, so it doesn't really have any purpose. I used a quote from Fancy Pants that says, "Imagine a dreamer, a make-believer, shining so bright for all the world to see." And then on the next page I started with some quotes from A Midsummer's Night Dream, and if any of you have seen that, it's all about fairies and summertime, and it's kind of like a romantic farce. And so I thought the fairies were appropriate with that, using quotes from that. And all the tags are different, and I just did pretty much whatever I felt like. I painted some. I don't know, coming closer would help because this has a hard time focusing when it gets close. That's a sequin and some beads, and then those are little tiny dragonflies. Those are a punch. And let's see, on this page, pretty much same thing. Stamps. I punched some circles out of some die cuts with a view paper, a pocket full of posies, some sequins, some stickles, and let's see, over here I used a stamp that was Chinese lanterns that I just love. I use this stamp all the time, and a little fairy, and then last tag has a fairy on it, and sequins, sparkly sequins, lots of stickles. I got carried away with the stickles. I love them. I used stickles called Tiara. I think that's my favorite. It's kind of antique-y looking. I like it. And let's see. Oh, and here's the last page. It's like a little fairy talking to the moon. And then I had this dream stamp. It was a dollar stamp, and I stamped that all over like it was a Midsummer's Night Dream. Then the back, little fairy. And then I just used electrician's tape on the binding, which leads me to my next one. This one. This one I painted all the papers, and I even made my own stamps, my own background stamps. I took foam, like from the dollar store. It was, I don't know, like some that you could get in the kids section, and just cut them up and made some shape stamps. Like this one is like Harlequin type. And let's see, Then on the inside, I did the same thing. This one is a Scottish prayer. And again, I use punches, stamps, stickles, oh, and gel pens. I forgot to mention that. I use a ton of gel pens on these. This one says, this is a Scottish prayer. It says, from ghoulies and ghosties and long-leggedy beasties and things that go bump in the night, good Lord deliver us. And then there's the back. And let's see, on this page I think that might have been, it's either an EK Success stamp or Martha Stewart's, or punch, I mean, and I don't remember which one. And let's see, and I just hand drew the spider webs. I just wanted to, I wanted some spider webs on there, and so I just hand drew those. See, there's the bat, and that's the thing that goes bump in the night. And there you go. And that's that one. That was really fun. These are so fun to make. And you'd think they'd be kind of fast because they're so little, but they have a lot of detail in them, and it takes a while to do all the taping and everything, so I wouldn't say that they're particularly fast. Of course, if you don't paint your own paper, it probably goes faster. Okay, and then last one, well, actually this is second to the last one. This is the one I'm working on now. I kind of got stalled on it. I started it, but I haven't finished it. And I did electrician's tape on it again. I kind of like the way the black looks. Coco, I'm busy right now. Again, it has sequins on it. And this is a my Mind's Eye stamp laundry line. And this one, as I said, is the one that I'm working on. And I actually worked from the back towards the front on it. I don't know why. This is a stencil. And then these, the figures in this, I didn't do any writing in this one or any words. I wanted to see what would happen if I just did a visual one. And these are Xeroxes from Dover Publications, which is copyright free stuff. And I haven't done any tags or anything on this one yet. This one, I just like the colors. I was just playing with the colors because I love that chartreuse green. So everything I do has a lot of chartreuse in it. And then let's see the back. Nope, I haven't done anything on the back either. So there's that one. And then this one actually is the first one I did. This one I don't have the cover done. And this one I used duct tape on it. Or a type of duct tape. I guess it's duct tape. It feels really plasticky. I didn't know it was that plasticky. Then that's the back. But this one I use really thick paper on, so I don't recommend using a heavy cardstock. I would definitely use as a lightweight paper. It doesn't even have to be cardstock. And that seemed to work better. I mean, you can see the difference in the how thick they are when you use a thin paper versus a thick paper. It was easier to bend. The pages are more even on this one. This one, I really struggled with it. This one again, I used paper tape and did stamping on it. And this one I just did some quotes out of a book that I had, a horror book. This was supposed to be kind of like a horror one. Let's see. Yeah, and as you can see, it was a little looser because it was the first one I did. I was going to make a tag with that. I haven't done anything with that yet. I made like a banner. That was kind of fun. And yeah, very sparkly, those sequins, those star sequins. I like those. That's it. Okay, so I just thought I'd share those. It is really a fun project and pretty easy to do. And as I said, I'll try to put the link to his video down below. Thanks for watching, everyone.